Hello, my name is Ed Frawley. I own Leerburg. The video that I'm going to show you in a few minutes is a short video of a lecture that Michael Ellis did in a protection dog seminar we held here at Leerburg a number of years ago. In this video, Michael's going to talk about the difference in how people that are involved in various dog sports approach protection training their dogs. It's very accurate and it's very interesting. We are going to release this full seminar coming up in the future. We're editing it down. We had a lot of videotapes from this seminar. It was a long seminar. And we're going to cut it all down and release it as a seminar, Michael Ellis Protection Dog Seminar. We have over 20 years of seminar videos that we did with Michael Ellis that we're about to release as time allows. It takes time, a lot of time to edit a video down. And there's good information coming your way if you're a Michael Ellis fan. And I'll say this, he's one of the best dog trainers in the United States. So we're kind of excited to release him. We'll let you know through our newsletters, through our website, and through social media when we have new ones that we're going to release.
The way I'm going to structure this a little bit is it's going to be about foundation bite work, but it's also going to be a little discussion of the differences between the various protection disciplines and why we do what we do with certain dogs and not with others, right? So yesterday while we were working dogs, you saw we have dogs doing wildly different sorts of exercises and different sports. And each of those sports has their own aesthetic, has their own criteria for judgment. And so what we do in our bite development with various dogs is geared somewhat towards the sport you're going to do. That said, the first year or so of a dog's life for me, let's call it the early education, a year to 14 or 16 months, I do roughly the same thing with every dog. If you talk to specialists from given sports, they definitely won't do the same things with every dog. So if you talk to a high-level Schutzhund player, their foundation bite work is going to be geared strictly towards competitive Schutzhund. And if you talk to the high-level French ring players, it's the same thing. They have one aesthetic in mind, and everything they do from the beginning onward is geared towards that sport and making the most points in that sport, aesthetically. My philosophy is I want a very well-rounded protection dog. I want a dog that is confident in all the aspects of his personality and is confident enough to be presented with challenges that are outside his experience and be comfortable handling them. So my foundation work is slightly different than a specialist in any of those sports would be. I give my young dogs what I call a well-rounded biting education. And it starts from puppyhood, and I present them with a lot of different pictures as we go along, and I try to keep the dog balanced in their state of mind throughout the whole process. When I say balanced, I'll talk a little bit about prey-based behaviors versus defensive or aggressive-based behaviors, and what the differences are, how the dogs come to those two places, but also where it's beneficial and why it's beneficial to work a dog in both aspects of his personality. So for instance, many ring sporters, especially like French ring sporters, never bother with doing aggression work with their dogs. The dogs just like to bite. They bite for fun. Many people call it all prey biting, but I don't think it really is all prey biting. The traditional definition of prey biting is the dog's desire to chase and grab things that are moving. These dogs tend to have a lot of prey drive, but I don't think it's all prey based. There are dogs that just bite and tug and do those behaviors for fun. They like the physical interaction, they like to chase, they like to grab, they like to use their mouths. We've selected over a period of time for a dog that really likes that activity. So we have now in the modern working sports, whether it's Malinois, German Shepherds, Dobermans, there's a variety of breeds where people have been breeding for these various disciplines now for a significant amount of time. And so we have dogs that have what I call bite drive. Where somebody else would traditionally, Helmut Reiser was the first one to popularize, certainly in Schutzhund circles, a discussion of prey and defense-based protection work. Basically, he broke it down into prey behaviors and defensive behaviors, and those words have become really popular. And I think now in our modern dogs, we frequently see dogs that are operating in a place that is neither of those. They just bite because they enjoy biting. And so many of the ring sporters in French ring and Mondial ring, they never deliberately work their dog in aggression. They get the dog so the dog likes to bite. They teach it the exercises. They show it a lot of different things that makes the dog more confident. And they hope that the dog never perceives it as an aggressive endeavor. They really hope that the dog just perceives it as a rough game the whole way, because that dog's easier to control and they make points with that kind of dog. For me, I want to work the dog in that state of mind primarily, but I also believe in tapping into the dog's aggression, putting the dog in uncomfortable places, and showing the dog that they can come through it and be made stronger by it. That way, if they actually go into a situation, even if I'm doing ring sport with a dog, if they go into a situation where somebody accidentally hurts them, steps on their foot, hits them with a stick, stares at them too much, there are things that you can try to keep the dog out of a certain state of mind, but things happen out in the world, and things happen in competitions. And now if your dog goes to that place, he has no idea what to do with it. He has no idea how to cope with it, and he has a meltdown. Either, if he's a strong enough dog, he gets really angry and doesn't let go. And if he's not a strong enough dog, he has a problem with the helper. So I'm going to talk a lot about what I consider balanced protection work, where we work the dog in a variety, and a balance for any given dog is going to be different. But for me, balance is we're going to work the dog in all the aspects of his personality and make him confident in a variety of different situations. Now that balance point is radically different for every dog. So one of the things is we have to take the dog that's in front of us and make a plan for that dog. And that's probably, to me, the hardest part of protection work, is adjusting to the given dog that's in front of you.